Hello footy fans, welcome along to NRL Round 20 and our look at the tips for this week. Thanks to Centrebet.com, and a couple of days ago, or a week or so ago, they were teammates defending the Origin crown for Queensland, but now North Queensland and the Cowboys take on their mates at the Brisbane Broncos in the All-Queensland rivalry round, and this is going to be a terrific game at 1300 Smiles Stadium. You always have to smile when you say something like 1300 Smiles. Look, I think the Cowboys are going to be too strong. They've got Thurston back and firing, and Scott and Tarmow, even though he's New South Wales, he's pretty good in that Origin. I just like their lineup across the board. The Broncos, they've battled their way through some of the baby guys, but when it comes to the big games, I think you just have to go with the class of the Cowboys. Too much to play for, and they're going pretty well at the moment, so I'll tip the Cowboys in that one. Canterbury and Parramatta, well, Parramatta couldn't beat time with a stick at the moment, so I'm going to go with the Bulldogs, who got a freebie a couple of weeks ago against Melbourne, and they'll build on from that after the bye. Saturday game, St George and Canberra, and hands up, who would have picked St George to beat Souths? Not even the great Langlands would have picked St George to beat Souths on Monday Night Football. They take on Canberra, and you know what? I think they can get them again. Winning form is good form. Canberra were average, even though they won in very cold conditions, I admit. But gee, they were average the other day, and I think St George were pretty good on Monday night, so why not tip them again? Gold Coast play Souths at Skilled Park. That's on Saturday as well. Can't tip the Gold Coast, although I want to. They scored some points against Manly, and Souths look like they're a bit asleep, and they are missing Greg Inglis, that's for sure. They'll need to find some way to make up for him, because he's not in any hurry to get back. Sunday, what a game this is. The Warriors in Melbourne, Mount Smart. Tipping the Warriors, I think they are primed for a big finish into the finals, and whilst Melbourne get the big 3 or 4 players back, Hoffman, Smith, Slater, Cronk, you know them, I think Melbourne will struggle against this rampant Warriors backline particularly. They are huge. Hurrell's a monster. Cronulla take on Penrith at Ramondis Stadium. Penrith have just fallen a couple of hurdles the last couple of weeks, and I think Cronulla might turn this. Their form last week was awful, we know that, but they'll turn it around at home on Saturday. Newcastle take on the Roosters at Hunter Stadium. Match of the round, informed teams. Roosters put 40 on Cronulla last week, and the Knights put 30 on Penrith, so this could be 30 points all with 10 minutes to go. Going to tip the Knights at home. And on Monday Night Football, the big rivalry between the West Tigers and Manly, the Silvertails versus the Fibros, and I'm tipping the Silvertails. They'll be winning at Campbelltown. The Tigers have, well, they've lost the plot. Manly will be winning this and continuing on their winning way towards the finals. So wrapping up the tips, thanks to Centrebet.com. The Cowboys, Canterbury, St George in a bit of an upset, South Sydney. Then on Sunday, the big game, Warriors to beat Melbourne, Cronulla over Penrith, Newcastle to knock off the Roosters, and then Manly wrapping it up. Go to Centrebet.com for all the best odds in the NRL, and you can bet on all sorts of things: first try scorer, last try scorer, and even who's going to win the grand final.